To just make few words. We're in your state to oversight some of our projects in the state, and we viewed as a committee that it would be nice to pay a courtesy call to you on no other matter, because we cannot come to your state without telling you we're in your state. It will be out of place and it will be out of history. We know that politics are taking this shape. We commend you for what you are doing for your people of your state, and will continue to ask you to focus on the job. Leadership is a very big burden. It's not a sweet potato. It's not anywhere where you can see rice and beans. And in the street of Rivers, everybody is saying that the governor and the former governor are quarreling. These things happen sometimes. But I would like to plead with you, and plead also with the former governor, that you people should take the interest of your people utmost in your heart. We're also going to, personally, I'm going to plead with Mr. President again to see how he can intervene and bring everlasting peace. I know here looks peaceful, but people going on streets every day, like some of my colleagues when they were coming, a lot of people trying to demonstrate here and there, and the politicians should not take democratic process for granted. We should not derail democracy. We should support democracy, because democracy needs to be supported. If we don't support democracy, democracy will collapse. So we need to support democracy. Your Excellency, even from the street, few people have said, you have asked your own people. We are also watching the Commissioner of Police last night on the television, where he said that you ask your people not to do anything, not to demonstrate, because we want to plead with you to continue to be holding your people, because if your people demonstrate like the other people, we have state of anarchy, and it's not good to have anarchy. I want to plead with you to abide by the rules of the land, plead with you to abide by what the Constitution said, plead with you to also abide by the judiciary. Wait for every judicial interpretation and act on judicial interpretation. We want to appreciate you for the time you have given us at short notice, me and my colleagues. I'm sure we are not partisan. Few of us here have very good access to President Bola Tinubu, and we're also going to plead with him seriously to see how we can shorten everything happening here. Politicians and our people are looking for economic growth. So we should focus on economic growth, because people are suffering, people are not feeling that price of things people are feeling that price of things are going up. So we cannot be every there and there. People are demonstrating in the street of Nigeria or in Port Harcourt or elsewhere. I will also find time to go and speak to former Governor Wike, like I will speak to President Tinubu. So please, Your Excellency, you also give me 2 minutes after this to also speak to you, so that peace should be ultimate in your mind. I want to thank you, because you look a very peaceful man. Your face show a peaceful man. You are laughing, show a peaceful man. I want you to continue in that manner of peace. There's nothing like peace. There's nothing like peace. Let people who are eating with this problem stop eating with it. Let them face you, and you face leadership. Because when every other thing fails, trouble will come in. So let us not have problem. This is a very beautiful state. I'm impressed that I can come from Aba now. I came from Aba I came from my village in Iwere to Aba, and the usual go slow you used to see tidying up everywhere from Obe into Port Harcourt. It's no longer there. So I want to admire Your Excellency and also admire your Deputy Governor and the commissioners and the advisors for a good job you are doing. But it is good to have peace. All of us here, we are all friends. We are all brothers. We are all safekeepers. And we'll be tomorrow keepers. So it will be good. People who are asking you to fight and asking the other former governor to fight are not doing good to both of you. I think peace shall reign. Thank you very much for having us, Your Excellency.
Distinguished senators of the committee that are here to pay us a courtesy call. It will be out of place if I don't recognize my own party leader in the Senate, Senator Abamoro. Let me recognize you, sir. You know, in our state today, we're no longer doing party. We're doing a movement. So don't blame me if I didn't go the side of the party so much. The party has failed us here. So what we're doing now is to stand with our two legs fitted on the soil of River State so we can defend democracy. Ordinarily, I wouldn't have, as someone, I don't like going into this issue of peace, problem, but because the chairman of this committee has mentioned it, I would like to say a few things so that the record will be straight and correct. Whatever situation we find ourselves today in this state, you all know the cause of it. Where on earth can tenure of a local government chairman be elongated? You were a former governor. Was it tried in your time? Even those of you that are senators here, even in your own state, is it that the constitution that governs Nigeria is different from the one that operates in River State? Those are the questions, very pertinent questions we should ask. Why should it be that when it comes to the case of River State, the law is always silent? It's just that there is somebody bigger than Nigeria. That is the question I want you to go with. As a matter of fact, let me tell you, I know everything that is happening. Yesterday, while they are aware that you were here, there was an attempt to create heavy problem. In fact, there was a plan to dynamite the presidential hotel because you people were there. But this God that we serve, it happened that the man who was trying to do it, it happened just a few seconds as blew his hand off. It happened in front of. The idea was when you are hearing state of emergency, is so that by the time they finish, but when people are sitting tomorrow, they will say somebody from this state who called you people to tell you not to come will now raise issue of state of emergency. After all, distinguished colleagues, when people went to Rivers, they saw what happened. But you see, when you are with God, even your own child, when you are planning evil, will go and tell somebody, look, God, look, that man, because that man is clean, this is what my father is planning. That is what is keeping us in this state. I tell you, we know everything that is happening. And you know it. You know it. Everybody knows it. We should be bold enough to look at the face of people and tell them the truth. I'm not fighting anybody. If I'm fighting, people will know that I'm fighting. My pattern will change. What we're doing is to defend ourselves. So far, it's defending ourselves. We can't just fold our hands. It's only a tree that will be standing and somebody will come out to chop him off. No, it doesn't happen as a human being. Once you know that danger is coming, you shift. So what we're doing is just to protect ourselves. So please, distinguished senator, I'm not fighting anybody. Somebody thinks, or some people feel they own life. I don't own life. The person who owns life is God. What we're doing here is to serve the people of River State because God has given us this opportunity. It doesn't matter the channel the opportunity came from, but the most important thing is God. And nobody takes the place of God in anything. I can also say it here, that in this Federal Republic of Nigeria, I don't think there is any governor that can take 10% of what I've tolerated in this state. Nobody. I'm the only governor that local government chairman will come and abuse. I'm the only governor, let me not use unguarded words here, if not. You see, you know it, you see it in the social media. I take them in. What is the reason? Because I know that my people are not looking at, people at the end of the day will not look at the fight. What they're going to look at, what did we achieve? And I know that all those things are distraction. So I need to focus on the ball. Make sure that no matter how tight, no matter how difficult, no matter how challenging the situation is, I must deliver to the people of River State. So let me thank you for taking this bold step to come to pay this courtesy call, which is the normal standard. There is nothing that you're doing here that is abnormal. When a committee comes into a state, Senate committee, House of Reps committee, even a minister, he will always ask, Governor, I want to come and see you. I came in to do this, I came in to do that. It's a normal thing, so we appreciate it. We also appeal to you that this process, I know, I'm even surprised that we're still talking about privatization and commercialization. Anyone that has to do with our own state here that needs to be privatized, River State government will be interested. Because you can't come here and own our property when we have the resources to have shares or to acquire some portion of it. So please, the committee, if there is anywhere you can support us, if there are anyone that are still available, let us know and let us get the details so that we can own it. It is only when we own it, that is when those things are protected. It is only when we own it, that is when those things become viable to the state and also become viable to the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So let me thank you again. Assure you, I believe that your stay here, you've really enjoyed yourself. Although my Chief of Staff and SAG has been attending to you, all other logistics that should be provided, they've done. But outside that, if there's anywhere you also need me to come in, I wouldn't mind to make your stay more memorable. Because I can see your faces are bright, happy. Even in the faces of what they are trying to portray River State to be, you can still see that River State is peaceful. It's peaceful because this situation is not a situation of two opposition, two enemies. It's just an in-house fight of control. Control of what? Nothing. I use the word nothing. You can only sit on one seat. You can't sit on two. You can only be in one room at a time, as we are here. I can't be here and also be in the other reception. So what are we fighting for? Vanity. And at the end, vanity. So please, I want to thank you for your support, for your courage, and always support us. Thank God that you're here and you've also heard directly from me. So that when anybody comes up tomorrow to say anything, let the person, not just saying it, they should lay those things down logically. Something that when you say it on Monday, you can still repeat it the same way on Friday. No difference. That is the way to a certain truth. Consistency. And I've maintained it anywhere. That whatever it is I say here, call me any day. I will maintain it to show that I am saying the truth. I can't give you a story today and the next one week I give you a different story. So please, continue to protect us. We don't have anybody, but somehow we have the most important person, which is God. And through God, we have everyone on our side. So I want to thank you that, I don't know, if people are still staying, maybe in the evening we might have a sit out, if you're still staying. But if you're going, I wish you all the best. Thank you, and may God bless you.